said the White game didn't have a starting lineup. You know who's going to go out there first?
Don't know who's going to start yet. Don't know. Still trying to figure some stuff out.
How much tinkering are you doing lineup-wise, combination-wise?
What I'm tinkering with is combinations. So we're trying to figure out, you know, when these guys are in together, how do we play? When that group's in together, how do we play? That's what we're trying to do. Somebody close that door over there.
What sort of an impression have you had? The players said you've been scrimmaging the last couple of days, looking at different combinations. What sort of an impression has been made on you so far?
None really. I mean, I'm just trying to watch tape and see what I'm comfortable with and all those kind of things. We just got a long way to go. I mean, defensively, we're just awful right now. I mean, we don't stay in front of anybody, and we got guys stopping left and right and think it's okay, or my man, it wasn't my man, and stuff like that. And so, you know, I watched tape of Michigan State and Northwood, and you got two teams that play every bounce of the ball, that are moving and helping the helper, and it's the greatest thing about playing a team like this, that the #1 team in the NAIA and a team that was down 6 to Michigan State at half, that made 9 threes, that has some post-up game, has a really quick guard, is that you are the weaknesses or the things that we're not doing well will be glaring. And so it's, you know, as much as I don't like to play a team this good this early, you know, this is going to be great for this team, because the more I'm watching tape, the more I'm seeing they've got to change, and they've got to understand that it's got to be a habit.
In terms of potential, is this one of the more versatile groups you've had, though, in terms of different lineups that you could, so many different lineups you could run out there that would make you look so many different ways?
Yeah, it may be put 5 guys and they got it rolling and leave them out there for 8 minutes before you do anything. You know, let them get their run through, and then make a couple substitutions, call a timeout. But I don't know until we start playing. And that's the other thing with playing Maryland and Duke. You open up your schedule with those kind of teams, and even transit, you got all the seniors. This team that we're playing tomorrow has all seniors, and we're going to be playing all freshmen. So you're going to see it. And then Maryland and Duke, they're going to exploit every weakness we have. And now you come back and show the tape and say, now if we want to win, these are things we're going to have to do, and let's go. I mean, we just got a long way to go.
Are you considering playing these two big guys together? Serious enough that we would see it tomorrow night?
Oh, you'll see it tomorrow. Yeah. We started playing them and just wanted to make it, trying to get those two comfortable. What I liked is they were talking to each other on the court. They were, you know, Willie was saying the Nerlens, and they were I saw them. That's what you want. You want a team of guys that are talking to each other, that are looking after each other, that have each other's back. Who are those 5? I don't know. But we'll stick different combinations. And I've told you many times, for me it doesn't matter who starts, it's who's going to finish. I may be starting guys based on the fact that I just think this is the best way to start the game, or I want the rotation to be. But when you look at my teams, it's who's in the game those last 5-7 minutes. And that's who really matters. And, you know, so we'll see.
Alex said he's done about 75% at the 3 and maybe 25 at the 4. Do you view it as a potential mismatch at both spots, a big 3 and a quick 4?
The way he's playing defensively, it's a real mismatch for us.
Against you.
It's a real problem for whoever he's guarding.
At either position, or is he
both positions? Both positions.
Kyle, as you've looked at that too big lineup, what do you like and what don't you like about going?
Well, it's funny. We went to it with Alex, and the other team got 3 offensive rebounds right away. So then why am I playing you 3? I mean, what are we talking about here? But what I like is we're so long. I just told them, like, a simple thing. If Nerlens is out on the floor, you get in the lane. I don't care where your man is. If you're out on the floor, Nerlens, you get in the lane. So you're always going to have someone like 7 foot standing near the goal. And then you tell the other guys, make them drive. How about that for genius basketball?
Julius said it allows those guys on the perimeter, when those two are on the floor together, to really be aggressive for that reason.
Yeah.
Just because
well, we can be aggressive when you have Alex out there. I did this. I was trying to make a point, and I didn't realize, but was making a point about making guys drive, getting high hands so they do drive, high hands early. Doesn't mean you got to bump them to give them straight line drives, but you don't ever close with your hands down because our game is to get them to drive into our defense. So something happened. I stopped the team and I said, stop for a second. No, let's go touch the top of the square. He jumped up and, you know, boop. I said, Willie, go touch it. So Willie, Alex, just go touch it, Alex. This is the square, and I'm not. So then I was joking, and I said, Kyle. Now, he ran from Pittsburgh, but he went up and touched it, touched the top of the square. And then I said, Archie, guess what? He touched the top of the square. I'm talking not like top of the square. So why wouldn't we bring people to us? You don't want to block your own man's shot. You're trying to block your teammate's shot, his man, not your man. You body him and let us block it. And there's enough guys on the court that can do that, disrupt shots.
And that's where Anthony made a lot of his plays last year.
So did Terrence. So did Michael. I mean, so did Darius. I mean, we had.
Easy to show that to them on film then?
No, I don't show much of last year. Matter of fact, I haven't showed any.
NBA season started last night. I think Daniel got picked back up today. That gives you 21, this program, 21 players in the league. What does that do for Kentucky as a program?
Pretty good stuff. I mean, you know, guys are playing well. I'm so happy for Eric Bledsoe. I mean, you got 15 teams trying to trade for him. You know, they love Brandon in Detroit. And, you know, I'm proud that our guys go in the league and they're prepared to play. And here's the thing, you know, after 2 years, and then somebody will say, I'm not responsible after they've been in the league 2 years. The guy goes in as Rookie of the Year and plays well. Unless I'm trying to coach that team and my team, you know, well, our jobs and what we're trying to do is to prepare these guys for that, their dream, and life after basketball, both of those. And yeah, I'm proud of that. You know, my biggest thing is when I watch them play, I want to see that they're having a ball playing like they did here. The hard thing is if you're on a team that's losing, it's hard to have joy, but you still control it. You control your own joy. I mean, no one else does, you do. And so I saw Darius and Anthony Davis on the sideline, not on the court, going nuts when they were playing. They were waving towels, high-chesting, high-fiving guys, running out in the court. And my thing is, if they lose games, you still have to have that if you're ever going to reach your potential as a team and as a player. And that's what I got on DeMarcus about. I said, you got to have joy, man. You can't be playing mad, mean. You got to have fun playing this game. And but we got a bunch of good guys.
Coach Massimino very well. Does that have anything to do with you?
Yeah, he called me, and he said, I'd like to play in an exhibition game. And I said, okay. He said, the reason is, you know, we won our national title in Rupp Arena, and I haven't been back. And this is my last year of coaching. Would you play us? And I said, sure. Now, I didn't know his team would be this good. The man said, why don't you just come in and watch one of our games? How about that? But I'm happy for him. And think about it. He was in the final game of the NAIA championship, and I don't know if there's anybody that's won an NCAA championship and an NIA championship. I think there's been a couple that have won the NIT championship, or you know, in a NCAA championship, and I'm not sure NAIA. So, yeah, I'm tired. I'm beat down because every moment you're trying to think of ways, how do you get guys better? What are you doing? I'm having more individual meetings than I've had collectively since I've been the coach here already. And what are we in, 21 days of practice? So, but that's what this team needs, and that's fine. I mean, I'm here for them. Sometimes I have to do a little bit more. Sometimes I can do a little bit less depending on the team. But I like my team, and I think we will be good in time. We're just, you know, it's kind of scary, and I know you'll say, you know, us getting dinged is not the worst thing. I'm telling you that for these guys to understand, let's get back down to this and understand you've got to listen, you've got to create habits. You don't have them right now. You know, there's no one's going to foul out. I already called them. We don't have enough time, so I play next week real. So if a guy has 9 fouls, remember DeAndre had 9 fouls? Almost had to triple-double. He had 10 points, 9 assists, and 9 fouls. So it's not because I want them to foul, because I know they're going to charge, I know they're going to reach, I know they're going to leave their feet, because those are their habits right now. Well, I can't have, okay, now you can't play anymore this exhibition game. I can't do it, or we got to be in scrimmages instead of exhibition games. So.
John, your guys have said that they realize it's going to take time and patience before they can be as good as they can be. Is that something you've preached, or I've got to think that pleases you to hear they know it's going to take patience and hard work and all that stuff?
I think it's more hard work than patience. It's more of a focus on what you're doing than patience. It's more taking care of your body, getting your rest, taking care of business off the court, no distractions, let's go. We don't have time for that. That's what's going to get us to where we want to go. The one guy that has to have patience is me. Like, you know, and that only will go so far with me, I know. So, but like I said, I like our team. I like our personnel. Kyle Wilshire's gotten way better. Ryan Harrow's way better. You know, the young kids are coming along and doing good. John Hood is way better. Jared Polson, way better. You know, they're better. Now, you know, getting out on the court against a team that's not going to stop till the possession goes, that will try to offensive rebound every ball, that will block you out if you don't do stuff. All those things will come to light in this thing. You're going to say, oh my gosh, he just turned his head, look, and the guy went in and dunked on him. Oh my gosh. Well, if you watched our tape, there are many of those right now. But that's, when you're talking young guys, that's what you have. And well, we will see.
What did you think of the NCAA saying head coaches will be more responsible going forward?
We've always been. Have you heard of strict liability?
Assistants and players.
Have you heard of strict liability?
Well, I remember Eddie Sutton got a letter clearing him of everything, and there was questions about that.
Well, you're presumed to know from what they say. So if you did not have anything to do with it, you're presumed to know. But there's been strict liability. You heard of strict liability? In most cases, not all. Now it's going to be all cases. There'll be strict liability. I don't know why they're not using the term, but that's what it is. That's what they were saying. And then they went away from it and going back. But somebody told me if a case is adjudicated before August, it won't matter. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a.
When did that come? When did that rule happen?
I don't quite.
In the last couple of weeks? I don't know.
I don't understand that part of it.
Yeah, so we're going to wait till August. So if anything's adjudicated before then, it won't affect those coaches. But after that, then we have strict liability. We got to clear the table first, and then we'll go forward.